look at you and it's easy to see.
Okay, so I feel like I'm doing a commercial, but I'm really not, because I don't have anything to do with this product, bulk supplements. But I have a lot of you who have asked about, what are some other things you can do besides stem cell treatment to perhaps help your back, your shoulder. I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you something that your doctor probably won't tell you, and it's what hyaluronic acid can do for you. And you can buy it in bulk from this bulk supplement company or from anywhere else. I don't make any money from from referring you to bulk supplements. It's just that they have prices if you want to buy a big bag of hyaluronic acid that might last you for 5 years like I did. Then you can go online and buy it in bulk, because I'm kind of cheap that way. But the hyaluronic acid is a powder that you can take. You take it with water, and you have to drink a lot of water with it. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story, okay? I went to the doc, to a PT, who told me, it was one of my best friends in high school growing up, great guy, and he realized that the problem that I had was a torn rotocuff. And I said, hey, are there some minerals or some vitamins, something I can take to help my torn rotocuff? And he said, don't be dumb, Paul, because you're going to have to go under the knife and get that taken care of. Well, I'm too big of a chicken to go under the knife. So I went to do some Army duty, and I had this bad shoulder that I'd actually hurt when I was in Hawaii before. But Waimea, big old yonkin waves for those of you that have been in Waimea. And I just came crashing down into the sand, and to keep my head from breaking my neck into the sand, I threw my hand down, and it jammed my shoulder back. Anyway, that's what happened before I went and saw my buddy, PT, who told me that I had a torn rotocuff, needed it to be operated on. Anyway, while I was over there the second time, I went into the PX and I bought some Move Free. It's by Schiff, SCHIFF, out of Salt Lake City. And I'm from Utah, so I thought that was kind of ironic. There I was in Hawaii. And I found this for joints, and it has glucosamine and chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid is only 1%. But I took it. I actually took like a lot more than it said to on the prescription. Well, not prescription, but on the bottle. And then I called them to make sure I wasn't going to have a problem. Kind of dumb, because I called them after I'd taken a bunch. But after I took those in the morning, it was the first time in 3 months that I actually felt like, hey, there's a little bit of improvement going on there. I mean, I couldn't even brush my teeth. So that was something I realized that's going to help me. So after 30 days, I was doing push-ups. After 60 days, I was fully back to my full strength and never had a problem with it after that. So that's hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is material that you produce in your body until you're about 40 years old, then you stop producing it, and it lubricates the joints. So for those of you who have asked, well, what do I do while I'm waiting to get my stem cell treatment, or if I can't afford stem cell treatment, what should I do? Well, try some hyaluronic acid and see how it does for you. I had taken that Move Free Schiff, and like I say, in the pill, there's only 1% of hyaluronic acid, along with chondroitin and whatever else I just said. I forgot what it was. Anyway, when I went to the doc, a good friend of mine, I took my mother to the doctor, and he was working on her toenails, and I said, hey, tell me about this. Let me tell you what happened, and the story that I just told you, how it helped my shoulder. I said, was it the chondroitin? Was it the hyaluronic acid? And he said, oh, without question, it was the hyaluronic acid. He said, 4 years ago, I went in to a doc who had told me that I had to replace both my knees. And I'm a doctor. I'm 50 years old. I'm not going to go in, get my knees replaced at age 50. So he went to another doc friend, and the guy said, hey, I can give you hyaluronic acid shots in your knees, but they're expensive. They're like $800 a shot. and you have to come back every 6 months and get them. And he said, hey, I'm all for that. So he did it. And he said, Paul, I got the shots in both knees, and the next day I had no pain in my knees. I've been walking. That's 5 years ago that happened. And I haven't had to go back and get any more shots. So that's just my experience. That was his experience with hyaluronic acid. That doesn't mean that will be your experience, but why not give it a try while you're waiting to get stem cells, or in between or after you get stem cells. Hyaluronic acid, it's expensive by the pound. You might pay $150 for a pound of it, but that would last you for, I don't know, years and years. Because I've had mine for at least 6 or 7 years, and I still have a whole bunch left. So you don't need to buy that much. But consider that, and we hope to see you in Tijuana very soon, and hope you're feeling great.